Let me begin by thanking all of you warmly for honoring the invitation to attend the inauguration of the Nanumba South District Assembly, following the successful conduct of the district-level elections on December 17, 2019. This occasion marks another important milestone towards our decentralization and local governance objectives. Article 35, Clause 6D of the 1992 Constitution enjoins the state to promote popular participation in governance by, into quotation, decentralizing the administration and financial machinery of government to the regions and districts, and by affording all possible opportunities to the people to participate in decision-making at every level in national life and in government, end of quotation. The functions of the district assemblies as provided for under Section 12, Clause 1 and 13 of the Local Government Act 2016, Act 936, include the formulation and execution of plans, programs, and strategies for the effective mobilization of resources for the overall development of the district. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is in furtherance of the aforementioned functions that we have met here to inaugurate this assembly. I therefore congratulate all the elected assembly and unit committee members, and I have, in accordance with the Constitution, appointed members who, together with those elected, have the mandate to lead the development aspirations of your district. As I inaugurate this assembly to commence its 4-year tenure, be minded of the fact that assemblies are a critical part of government and have a role to play in ensuring that the government delivers on its promises to Ghanaians. Together with your district chief executive, I charge you to advance the implementation of government programs in the coordinated Program of Economic and Social Development Policies 2017 to 2024. Government has launched and is pursuing a number of policies and programs aimed at improving the welfare and well-being of Ghanaians, including the free senior high school, One District, One Factory, the program for planting for food and jobs, planting for exports and rural development, One Village, One Dam, amongst many others. The Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development has formulated a rural development policy which provides a mechanism for implementation of coordinated interventions on agriculture, social services, industrialization, financial inclusion, and skills development to ensure transformative change in the lives of rural people across the country. The aforementioned government flagship programs and other social protection interventions such as the productive inclusion and livelihood empowerment against poverty and labor-intensive public works are being implemented to anchor the policy. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you again that you are being inaugurated at a time when efforts are being made by government through the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development to enhance internally generated funds, IGFs, of MMDAs, particularly in the area of property rates. To this end, I invite you to take advantage of automation and other innovative systems developed by the ministry to improve your IGF. This can be achieved if street naming and property addressing is pursued vigorously, working hand in hand with the National Digital Property Addressing System and the Ghana Post GPS. You are directed to work with the Land Valuation Division of the Lands Commission to have rateable properties in your jurisdiction valued to inform a more effective and transparent property rating. I urge you to also devise special client service approaches to mobilize these rates, devoid of challenges to the rate payers. As you grow your IGF, it should be possible to increase allowances paid to assembly members. As new assembly members, I encourage you also to support your assemblies to raise their IGF. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one major challenge is the unplanned and haphazard development currently ongoing in most of our assemblies. Slums being developed in marshy areas and houses built on waterways have become a phenomenon with serious implications to national development and public safety. As you are sworn in today, work with your assemblies to ensure compliance with the building rules and regulations on the zoning development of lands, and ensure that lands are developed according to approved plans and designated land use to avoid flooding and accompanying loss of lives and property. Streamlining and reducing the period of granting building permits to potential developers is critical to manage development control and reduce cost of doing business. Section 12, Clause 3F of the Local Government Act 2016, Act 936, specifies that assemblies shall be responsible for the development, improvement, and management of human settlements and the environment in the district. The Act also empowers the assemblies to make bylaws to address issues of waste management, licensing, and monitoring environmental service providers, solid waste collection and management, and any other matters that demand local regulations in order to achieve and maintain a clean and healthy environment. I therefore charge your assembly to use its bylaws to enforce compliance in sanitation management and environmental health standards and rules to ensure a clean and healthy environment. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one major function of the Assembly is to explore avenues for the creation of employment for people, particularly the youth. Thankfully, the Nunumba South District has comparative advantage in achieving this in the agricultural sector. And it is well known that the Nanumba South and the Nanumba North are the two leading traditional areas that produce yams to feed this country. And I pray that you will find space in that sector to create more jobs for the youth. The sector has the capacity to generate employment that can provide surplus food and agricultural raw materials for industry and export. As an assembly, work towards a diversified and commercially oriented agricultural sector with strong linkages to industry and markets to generate employment and address rural poverty in Ghana. The One District, One Factory program offers you one such opportunity for these linkages to grow your local economy. Before I conclude, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me reiterate that the decentralization program has devolved functions and powers of central government to the district assemblies. As assembly members, unity is key towards delivering your mandate. You must be diligent, accountable, and responsive to the needs of your people. Let me also emphasize that good governance entails active participation of the citizens in your assembly to ensure the delivery of quality services, improved infrastructure, and good leadership. Consequently, Your assembly must create a platform for stakeholders using social accountability tools, including town hall meetings and general community engagement, to establish a strong linkage between duty bearers and citizens. The Local Government Act, Act 936, in sections 40 to 48, makes provision for citizens' right to participate in district assembly processes, modalities and platforms for participation, rights of stakeholders to petition, inclusion of marginalized groups, the duty of the district assembly to respond to petitions, and the duty of the district chief executive to report on social accountability to the assembly. Assembly members, therefore, have a key role to play in ensuring that these provisions are implemented. I wish all of you well and remind you that your people require of you the traits of selflessness, devotion to duty, a very accountable stewardship, and above all, the ability to deliver efficient services to improve on their quality of life and promote prosperity. I wish you a successful tenure